Why didn't the Pequot's crew mutiny against Captain Ahab after he substituted his vengeance against Moby Dick for the hunting of sperm whales for oil as the crew's primary purpose? Starbuck, the Pequot's first mate, posed this very question to Ahab in the quarterdeck scene of Moby Dick when he asked, "Vengeance on a dumb brute that smote thee from blindest instinct? Madness. I came here to hunt whales. My captain's vengeance. How many barrels will thy vengeance yield thee? Even if thou gottest it, Captain Ahab, it will not fetch thee much in our Nantucket market." To which Ahab replies, "Hark ye, yet again, the little lower there. All visible objects, man, are as but pasteboard masks. But in each event, in the living act, the undoubted deed, there, some unknown but still reasoning thing puts forth the moldings of its features from behind the unreasoning mask. If man will strike through the mask, how can the prisoner reach outside except by thrusting through the wall? To me, the white whale is that wall, shoved near to me. Sometimes I think there's naught beyond it. But 'tis enough. He tasks me. He heaps me. I see in him outrageous strength with an inscrutable malice sinewing it. That scrutable thing is chiefly what I hate. And be the white whale agent or be the white whale principal, I will wreak that hate upon him. Talk not to me of blasphemy, man. I'd strike the sun if it insulted me. For could the sun do that, then could I do the other. Since there's ever a sort of free play herein, jealousy presiding all over the creations. But not my master now is even that fair play. Who's over me? Truth hath no confines. Rather than directly responding to Starbuck's accusations, Ahab intensifies the anger, informing Starbuck's question to an apocalyptic pitch. Then he projects his prophetic rage against the malignity inherent in the appearance of an apparently nihilistic universe. In so doing, Ahab personifies the sovereign violence of the law itself, even as he articulates Starbuck's desire to overthrow a malign ruler. That is, instead of remaining positioned as the oppressive captain, whose exploitation of the men's labor would justify Starbuck and the crew's mutiny, Ahab, in representing himself as the enraged victim of a malicious cosmic design, lays apocalyptic claim to the crew's right to mutiny. And he takes Starbuck down a little lower layer. Ahab thereby at once has acted out Starbuck's motive for mutiny, yet done so within a scene that has virtually eliminated any separate role for Starbuck to play. By transferring defiance onto an apocalyptic scene where it appears utterly coincident with the character of Ahab, that scene becomes the portal through which Starbuck's defiance can achieve its most effective force. When Ahab spoke with members of the Pequot's crew, He personified the body of rules, the ruling metaphors, and collective representations through which speech must be articulated before it can be taken up as persuasive. In addressing the crew, Ahab spoke simultaneously as an interlocutor, as well as the meta-rules through which the crew's speech was regulated. Ahab monopolized all of the legitimate use of symbolic violence, namely the rules, assumptions, and grammar of speech rationality that determined what could and what could not count as an effective speech act. Ahab's eloquence becomes the means of governance by elevating the crew's desire to rebel against him into the power that reduced each member of the crew into an extension of Ahab's will and a substitute for his missing leg. When Ahab declared his readiness to risk the loss of everything in his furious pursuit of a final reckoning with the malign forces within the universe, he also converted Ishmael's own cultural despair into a manic resolve. I, Ishmael, was one of the crew. My shouts had gone up with the rest. My oath had gone up with the rest. My oath had been welded to theirs, and stronger I shouted, and more did I hammer and clinch my oath, because of the dread in my soul.